everyone, and welcome to the 40 Days Higher Fasting Challenge explanation. There is a lot to unpack, so I'm going to just move right into it. I'm going to talk a little bit about myself, how the 40 Days Higher ministry began, and the vision for where it's going. Then we will jump into the fast semantics. I'll tell you everything you need to know about this fast and anything else you need to know about this 40-day journey. Next, I will talk about you, where you fall in this process, and the things that you need to know. And finally, we will end with the next steps. A little bit about me. I am Dina M. Davis. I will be your facilitator on this journey, and I will help guide you through each of the weeks as we meet on Sundays. I am a creative. I love to write books, to read books, to do art, to collect art, and I love music. I am also a certified coach. I'm certified as an ICP ACC, which is a professional agile coach. In this process, I'll use that coaching skill set to facilitate our Sunday meetups. I'm also a student. I attend Charis Bible College. I go to an extension campus in Cincinnati and looking forward to the next 3 years before I fully complete the process. I am also an advocate for who I call the besieged and the hopefuls. The besieged are the ones suffering from the oppressive effects of depression. And the hopefuls are their family and loved ones who can see that they're going through something but don't quite know how to help. And finally, the last thing that I want you to know about me is that I firmly believe in being the change that you want to see. I was a suicidal depressive for more than 35 years of my life. And in fact, I tried to take my life twice. In 2018, I finally surrendered to the Lord and allowed His love to be the truth that leads my life. And of course, in that time, the 40 Days Higher ministry was born. So let's talk about the vision. The Lord spoke to me very plainly. He said, "What is more important than the harvest?" And in that moment, I knew that my mission was to go out and share the truth that depression is a lie. And even beyond that, I started having this vision of something greater, something grander. And that grander thing was the 40 Days Higher Healing Campus. It is a place that people could come for a 90-day stay. Well, they will have support to help them walk through their spiritual identity, the rebranding of who they are, not in the world's terms, not in the enemy's terms, but in God's terms. And that is what the 40 Days Higher Healing Campus intends to do. Spiritual identity management, mind, body, and soul. All right, let's get into the semantics of it all. What does this fast entail, and how is it going to impact you? The first thing I will say, this is all a recommendation. I have gone through this fast many times, and I have also done a test run of this fast. Not everybody followed the fast to its T, and they still had success. They still heard God's voice. They still, even some of them, lost weight. A fast is not a diet. However, when you go through this process, you will see that you will lose weight because you're changing the way that you're eating. This fast is a 40-day commitment. It's 6 weeks, 5 weeks of 7 days, 1 week of 5 days. There will be 7 Sunday meetups, the Sunday before the fast starts, and then all the way through to the last Sunday after that last week. And so the first thing that I recommend is no TV. If you need to do TV, or if you can't live without TV right now, and it's okay, then just try to only do television after 6 o'clock, after the fast is broken. Also, no social media. Obviously, we're doing a Facebook chat, so you will find yourself on Facebook, if not any other social media site. But we want to try to limit this, or at least keep it until after 6 o'clock, and in moderation. Then no sweets. I looked this up. It takes 2 to 3 days for sugar to be cleansed from the body, but it takes 3 weeks from the body to detox the craving. So the reason why we want to cut sugar out at the very beginning is because by the time we get to the vegetables only and liquid only portion of the fast, which is the 4th and 5th week, we want to have sugar no longer as an addiction that is calling your name. And then also no alcohol. Alcohol, again, is one of those things that can be an addiction that can distract you and deter you from your goals. And then eating a small meal after 6 o'clock. Now, this 6 to 6 window is also a recommendation. For instance, I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I likely do my fast from 4 to 4. That way I cannot eat after 5. I try not to eat after 5 o'clock. So if you want to adjust your time window anywhere in there, 4, 5, 6 o'clock, start whenever, it's just a 12-hour fasting period. And then, of course, if you can manage the last week of water only, that is the goal. Okay, let's talk about the calendar. The fast goes in a 12-hour period from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. The fast literally starts on a Monday. However, our Sundays will be when we meet. And then you will see a very intentional and strategic removal of things so that we can work our way up to that water only week. So off the bat, no TV and no sweets. Then no beef, no chicken, no fish, which leaves you with veggies only. That's why that 4th week is veggies only. And then liquid only, and then water only. Now that liquid only week, that is smoothies and juices. Anything that you can get that is going to help you get those nutrients into your system, protein shakes, things of that nature. In fact, I would recommend that you drink protein shakes during this process to kind of help in between the day when you're not eating, to just kind of help give you some nutrients when you're not used to fasting. It just helps to keep the mind clear and help you stay focused on the task. So why are we doing this fast? What is the objective? So number one, we want to kill the flesh. We want to silence the influence of the world and all of the things in it that take our mind away from the word. So as we kill the flesh, we are creating space, clearing the path for the Holy Spirit. It allows us to tune our ears very acutely to hear God's voice without interruption, without influence of the world. It also silences doubt and unbelief. Doubt and unbelief draw their strength from the flesh because the flesh draws its strength from the enemy. And then finally, our objective is to increase our faith. As you go through this process, you will find that having discipline in this area, even if you're not 100% full on with the fast, it is okay. The most important thing here is not to be perfect. It's to finish. Done is better than perfect 100% of the time. Yes, obviously we want to try to be as clean as possible, but we don't have to be perfect. Done is better than perfect. So now let's talk a little bit about you. Let's talk about what this fast means for you. Number one, reading and engaging with each devotional, allowing that word to come and sit in. Number two, doing the journal exercises. And then finally, the fast semantics. It's not about perfection, but it's about trying your best to adhere to the restrictions as they come through each week. All right, this is the last part. Let's go through this real quickly. So the first thing I want you to do is pray. We never want to join into anything unless we absolutely know that the Lord is telling us that is what we want. He wants us to do. I can promise you, though, that this is going to take you closer. So it's a pretty good bet. The next thing we want to do is register. You'll need to register for the upcoming session. There is a QR code on the screen that you can scan with your phone. Of course, if you're watching on your phone, I do also have links to the registration on my website and on the YouTube video where this will be posted. Then you need to order the workbook to make sure that you have the book available to you before the session starts. Then, of course, you'll want to join the Facebook group. And then finally, you'll want to attend the Sunday kickoff meeting that will set us up for the full 6 weeks, where you'll be able to ask any questions that you might have. And of course, meet and fellowship with the people who will be part of the group. I am looking forward to everyone's beautiful faces. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you there.